Hi you guys. So I'm gonna do a quick video today about mental health. This is something I was just thinking about. I've been thinking about the last couple of days, and I just wanted to put it out there. I feel like not enough people talk about mental health and the importance of mental health and taking care of yourself no matter what. You just don't hear a lot of people talk about it, specifically people that look like me. So I want to talk about that really quickly, just to let anybody who may be struggling know that you have to take time for yourself. It's very important to take time for yourself, even if it's once a year you do something. Even if it's once a year you do something for yourself, that's fine. Give yourself something to look forward to. Do something special for yourself. Don't let anybody, I don't care who it is, what it is, don't let anybody make you feel bad about looking out for yourself or doing things for yourself. You know, take time off of work. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're wrong for taking time off of work. If you have the vacation time or whatever, why can't you take off of work? Like, you should be able to take off of work. You should be able to take some time for yourself, some self-care time, some reboot time. I look at it as like a reboot. Every now and again you need to reboot. I'm the type of person, I don't take off of work often. First of all, I have a child. I like to take off when she can do things with me. But you know, every now and again you gotta do something for yourself too. That's, you know, if you have kids, something that's not kid related or whatever. But I like to, you know, do something at least once a year to reboot myself. You know, what bothers me most is that I've noticed, and this is going to be really general because obviously I can't come on here. Well, I could, but I'm not in the position to come on here and tell y'all exactly, like, for every detail, like my inspiration and what inspired me, like, to talk about these kind of things. So I'm just talking like in general, and you know, maybe I can read between the lines or whatever, I don't know. But dang, I didn't lost my track of mind what I was gonna say. What bothers me the most is people, like, I don't know, it just really bothers me when people question why you need time to yourself. It's 2019. Everybody at this point should understand mental health, period. Just because from the outside you can't see why somebody would need a break, or you're assuming they seem okay, or you're assuming that things aren't hard for them, or you're assuming that their life isn't hard. First of all, that's where you're wrong at, is the assuming. You can't assume anything about anybody's life. You know, it's kind of like, you know, us regular folks, I would say regular folks, us non-celebrity folks, we assume that people who are rich and famous, or people who are just rich, that they don't have problems. Everybody has problems, you know. Everybody has problems. They probably don't have money problems, obviously, you know. But they have problems too, and it's not for anybody else. It's not for us to judge whether somebody's life is hard or not based on, we're thinking, oh, well, if I had XYZ, if I was in that position, I wouldn't be stressed out, I wouldn't be this, I wouldn't be that. You don't know that, number one. And number two, it's not your place to judge. You know, everybody's life is different. Everybody's allowed to have problems. People are allowed to have problems no matter what their situation is. And you being on the outside looking in, it's really, I'm trying to think of the word. I want to say, is it rude? I don't know if it's rude to judge, or just it's rude to assume that, oh, this person don't have problems, or they can't possibly need time to themselves because of XYZ. So moving on. I want to also discuss people assuming because you see somebody smiling that they're actually happy. There is a thing as like a functioning alcoholic. There are people who are functioning and depressed. There are people who are functioning and stressed out. There are people who are functioning and suicidal. Like, you don't know because you see somebody smiling. You do not know what's going on in their life for real, for real. So don't assume, don't assume at all. At all. What else? What else did I want to talk about? I could make a whole nother video about the introvert thing because I've been noticing, I'm an introvert myself, right? So I've been noticing lately that, or for a long time really, but more so now, more introverts are speaking out about how they're being mistreated because of their introvertedness. We really need to make more conversations about introverts versus extroverts and all this other stuff, because for some reason the world thinks there's only one way to be. The world thinks that being extroverted is the only way to be. Not the case. There's plenty of other people who are introverted, and it's okay to be an introvert. And just because you're an introvert doesn't mean you're stuck up, you're bougie, or any of those things. Sometimes you just want to be to yourself. Like me personally, I thrive. I do better when I'm not dealing with a whole bunch of people. I don't like drama. I don't like a lot of mess. I don't like a lot of bad energy. I don't like a lot of energy, period. But specifically, I don't like a lot of bad energy. So if I'm feeling like something is off, I just kind of do my own little thing. If something's a little off, I don't want to be mixed up in no mess. You know, like, let me just do my thing. But people find issue with it. If you want to just do your own little thing, people somehow find issue with it, which I don't get. Like, I just don't get it. I don't pay attention to other people that much to worry about what they're doing and what they're not doing. I think it says more about the other person if you're so focused on people that you're watching every little step that they're doing. Like, I think it says more about you as a person. Like, don't you have other things to be focused on than to focus on somebody else and be watching everything they're doing and trying to put down everything they're doing? I have noticed that the happier you are, or the more calm you are, the more grounded you are, the more it seems that people kind of attack, which I have to look more into that, like the psychological reasonings behind that, because I haven't figured that out yet. But if you think you know why that's the case, please drop it in the comments below. Let's have a discussion. Why is that? Why is it that when you seem zen-like, you know, like you're just focused, people tend to attack? But if you, I don't know, but if you were like chaotic and stuff like that, people would leave you alone. But when you're all quiet and zen-like, minding your business, focused, not worrying about the outside stuff, here comes all the little devils and all them demons, and you know, all the little negative energies, all the little negative, I don't want to say fairies because fairies are supposed to be sweet, but all that little negative stuff just starts kind of coming out of nowhere. It's like it bothers people when they see that you're at peace. You know, it's like they want you to be chaotic. When you're not chaotic, or you're not all over the place, I would say, or anything, if you're just like you don't look scattered, people are bothered by that. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get it. But anyways, this video is more about mental health. It's probably all over the place because I just was driving and thinking, and I decided I wanted to make a video because these are the kind of topics I want to have more on my channel, like mental health and just health in general. I want to have more of those conversations. I want to create a safe space for people to come and talk and, you know, speak on things, and let's get the conversations going. Is very important, you know. But I wish I could speak more freely, but I can't as of now. But hopefully soon, within the next year or so, I could speak a little bit more freely on my channel, and you know. But anyways, if you like these kind of conversations, let me know. I know it's really scattered. I'm gonna edit this down. It'll probably be like a really short video because I did a lot of like nonsense talking in here, and it's really just me talking out loud. But I'll do some more videos where I'll sit down and like write out some bullet points and things like that, and we can have, you know, a better conversation about it. But just know that I'm gonna have more of these kind of conversations on my channel, like health, mental health, everything. I want to talk about dating. I want to talk about relationships. I want to talk about traumas. I want to talk about all that stuff. I want to get into the good, juicy adult stuff. Yeah. But anyways, you guys, I will talk to you later. Bye. Oh shoot, I know.